pressing global challenges and opportunities shaping our digital future. These include the crucial areas of innovation, investment, and security, which are fundamental in the digital age. The European Union has set ambitious targets for the digital decade, aiming for full fiber and 5G coverage by 2030. Achieving these targets will empower our businesses and people towards a human-centric, sustainable, and more prosperous digital future. To achieve this vision, we are transforming our connectivity infrastructure, expanding our fiber networks, rolling out 5G across Europe, and modernizing our networks. This transformation will require a major investment of more than 200 billion euros, but it's an investment we must make for Europe's future economic growth and global competitiveness. At the same time, in the era where AI is reshaping our economies, it's crucial to recognize that innovation and investments in computing infrastructures are crucial. The connectivity sector must adapt and seize the opportunity to redefine how networks are designed and operated. Operators are becoming network-as-a-service providers, enabling the digital economy in many sectors, from connected cars to smart manufacturing and remote healthcare. AI will transform many sectors and the way we use them. We see this happening today in 5G, but certainly need to embrace this challenge in view of 6G. Our thinking in the European Commission has been focused around three key pillars that will shape Europe's digital future. First, investments and innovation in digital infrastructure. Second, regulatory simplification. And third, security and resilience. To fully unlock the potential of the digital single market, we must rethink our regulatory framework, simplifying, cutting red tape, preserving competition while ensuring a level playing field across the entire connectivity ecosystem. In these challenging times, we must act decisively, invest boldly, regulate smartly, and ensure that Europe remains at the forefront of our global technological progress. Let me touch upon these 3 points in this regard. First, unlocking innovation and investment in digital infrastructure. We know that competitiveness of our economies in Europe or globally builds very much on the strength of our digital infrastructures. Advanced, high-speed and secure networks, they are not just an enabler, but also very much precondition in the digital era. To stay competitive, we need to build a stronger ecosystem of European innovators, advance integrated connectivity, and also develop AI and data computing infrastructures. I believe now is the time to take an ambitious and bold step towards strengthening our digital single market in Europe, address the barriers and challenges faced by our companies, and foster a more collaborative European approach to effective radio spectrum management where necessary, pragmatic and beneficial for end users. Our guiding objective will be simplification. From ex-ante regulation to end-user rules, we will reduce the regulatory burden and improve clarity, whereas consumer benefits and competition will be fully safeguarded and further strengthened. This is very much needed in the broader internet and cloud ecosystem, where scale effects play a big role. As we know, spectrum is a key driver for deploying networks and shaping the markets. Therefore, our goal is to foster a more integrated single market through more coordinated EU spectrum policy and governance. It will further harmonize rules for new businesses, for new business activities, enabling companies to scale and operate cross-border. Investment-friendly license conditions will be very much in focus, and we will try to ensure best practices everywhere in Europe. I do not need to tell you that spectrum availability is crucial here. The EU has already allocated over 21 gigahertz of spectrum for 5G, laying a strong foundation for high-performance connectivity and economic growth. But we must go further. Together with the Member States, we are shaping Europe's 6G spectrum roadmap, a blueprint for industrial competitiveness and technological leadership. Satellite networks become increasingly important here in 6G, and policymakers are fully recognizing the importance of satellite networks here. Second point and second area to where we are focusing is building EU's AI and data computing capacities. Because we know that AI will be a game changer and we must equip Europe with the capacities needed to become a true AI powerhouse. Last month, the Artificial Intelligence Action Summit took place in Paris, and Commission President Ursula von der Leyen launched their Invest AI, an initiative to mobilize 200 billion euros for investments in AI, including a new European fund of 20 billion euros for AI gigafactories. These AI gigafactories will be specialized of training the most complex, very large AI models. This will be the largest public-private partnership in the world for the development of trustworthy AI as a force for good and growth. We need to leverage public and private investments to build them. Invest AI will include a layered fund with shares of different risk and return profiles. The EU budget would de-risk the investments of other partners. We will also launch the Data Union strategy to make sure that Europe's AI and data ecosystems have access to deep pool of data, facilitating data access for small businesses, simplifying the existing data rulebook, and enabling data-driven applications and AI innovation made in Europe. Furthermore, we will also streamline investment by cutting red tape, accelerating permitting processes, and ensuring sustainable data center operators have access to land, finance, and energy. Europe's AI industry must have the infrastructure to thrive while upholding our values of transparency, ethics, and sustainability. For strategic use cases, businesses and public administration should have access to sovereign cloud capacity, ensuring Europe's technological independence. The regulation will focus on investment and deployment, helping providers overcome barriers that hinder infrastructure expansion today. And the third part is ensuring our security and resilience. While strengthening industrial competitiveness, we must also ensure the security and resilience of our networks. Security remains a top priority for us. Recent incidents in the Baltic Sea, where we have witnessed several damages to our undersea cables, highlight the urgent need to reinforce Europe's critical infrastructure resilience. This is why the Commission has very recently presented an EU action plan on cable security as a first step to enhance the security and resilience of our submarine cable infrastructures. We also need to see with our partners how to increase the security of our broader cable network, including transatlantic connections. The security of our 5G networks also remains high on the EU agenda. We need to ensure that critical communications cannot be interfered with, disrupted or compromised via components and devices from high-risk suppliers. Therefore, the Commission will urgently explore ways to speed up the enforcement and implementation of the 5G cybersecurity toolbox so that we safeguard the security of this very critical infrastructure. We should also build on this approach for future technologies. And when speaking about security, Ukraine is always the #1 priority for the European Union. When it comes to communication, the EU continues to support Ukraine by ensuring connectivity, rebuilding telecom infrastructure, and facilitating its integration into the Rome-like home regime. This will enhance communication, promote regional stability, and support economic recovery. Dear audience, much remains to be done in this critical period for tech regulation and innovation by each region, but also globally. I look very much forward to continuing this very vital dialogue with all of you.